Herzlich willkommen beim nächsten Part von Lost Eidolons. Ich habe jetzt den ersten Abschnitt fertig gemacht. Da haben wir darüber geredet, wie viel Schaden wir davon getragen haben. Und ihr habt eigentlich nichts verpasst, sagen wir so im Kurzen. Und mal schauen, wo es jetzt weitergeht.
Seems like we avoided any major damage. Good thing we prepared.
We scraped by, but we can't fight like mercenaries forever. Mopping up monsters and facing down trained knights are two completely different things.
Fair enough. If we want Isoro to take us in, we'll need to shape up and become proper soldiers. Can't wing a revolution after all.
Before we get to Castilian, it might be a good idea to assign everyone some more specific roles. If you find what suits each soldier and assign them that specific job, we'll have fewer messy surprises in battle. Once everyone gets the hang of things, we can expand and assign people specialized roles.
That sounds good. Why don't you get everyone together later? Might as well let people know before they get too drunk on victory. Besides, a speech might be good for morale.
Got it.
Great. Thanks. Everyone fought well. Those things took us by surprise, but we won without taking many losses. That's thanks to your efforts. Each of you responded quickly and calmly in the heat of battle. Together, I have no doubt we can face whatever lies ahead. However, before we get to Castilian, I have a few announcements to make. No matter how skilled we are, there's a difference between mercenaries and soldiers. If we join the ranks of Isoro's army, we will be mercenaries no longer. That'll mean changes. We'll need to lose some bad habits and get used to doing things in new ways. Our first task is figuring out what each of our specialties are, and what role suits each of us best. We need to determine who's best with each weapon, who belongs in the vanguard, and who brings up the rear. Without further ado, let's start dividing up the roles.
An Anfang ist klar, für Verteidiger. Ian hat jetzt habe ich schon alles nachgeschaut, alles gut. Da waren wir ja im letzten Part schon einen Schritt voraus und haben schon vorher die Klasse verbessert.
That's a good place to stop. Enjoy your rest, everyone.
Gut, dass man keinen Ton hat gerade. Lager verlassen. Auf geht's. Kampf, Kampf, Kampf. Oder wieder ganz viel Story. Nach Mora. Das ist eine Geld. Genshin Impact.
I take it this is your first visit to Castilian since Isoro's forces set up?
That's right.
Feeling nervous?
If I'm being honest, yes. Helping a woman rescue her sister, breaking out of jail with an inquisitor, that stuff's business as usual for me. This planning ahead stuff, on the other hand. I'm used to looking after the crew, but this many people? I'm worried what happens to them if Isoro takes one look at me and doesn't like what he sees.
I thought Isoro had a good reputation with you Benarians.
I don't put much faith in rumors.
He is renowned, though. Even the commoners in the capital know of House Fenice. I suppose it would take someone like that to rally people against the Empire, not to mention whatever comes after. They do have quite the imposing pedigree compared to us, don't they?
Exactly. We're just a bunch of backwater fugitives. That's what worries me.
Just remember, no matter how famous the Fenice name may be, as political movements go, their rebellion is still young. Right now, gathering allies will be their highest priority. They don't have the luxury of being selective. I wager they'll take anyone with a pulse. That's why I suggested coming here.
Well, if the Imperial Inquisitor says so, I guess I better take her word for it.
Have I helped ease your concerns?
You have. Thanks, Marshal. Now, come on. We've got a rebellion to join.
Well, well. If it isn't the mercenary I've been hearing so much about. Eden, wasn't it?
You knew I was coming?
I can't exactly topple an empire by losing sight of events in Benario, now can I?
Then I take it you know why I'm here.
Rumors are rumors. They don't give you the truth of a man's heart. I want to hear it from you. Why are you here?
I came here to fight the Empire. I'm sick of being ruled by some hateful old man. Sick of living in a world that's cruel just for the sake of it.
And the ones you brought with you? Will you let them die to slake your fury?
That's... fine. I'll be straightforward with you. The truth is, I don't give a damn about your movement. Never had the luxury. But the man who ruled our town was rotten. So I killed him.
Did you indeed?
That's right. I stabbed him in the back. Then we all ran before the army showed up.
Why should I risk my people's lives for criminals I've never met?
In your position, I'd say the same thing. And if it were just me caught up in this, I wouldn't even be here. But it's not just me. There's good people out there. They never asked for this, but they're here. All I want is to secure a future where they can be safe.
Suppose I grant your people protection. What would I gain in return?
I'm not asking for protection, just a place to stay. We'll pull our own weight. But let's make one thing clear. Our goal is to go home. I want to take these people back to Lanetta and return to our lives. Hanging out at the bar, lending an ear to anybody who needs it. Just like old times. If we have to take on the world to do that, so be it. Please, just give us a chance to be useful. On the other hand, I suppose we could just go hide in the woods until the dust settles. But that's not really my style.
It would seem your goals are very different from mine. Even so, if we walk the same road, we may as well travel together. Welcome to Castilian, Eden. I only have one request. Let's go beat the bastards.
Wow, so even after all that, he still decided to let us in?
What's that supposed to mean? I poured my guts out in there.
I mean, if it were me, I would have thrown you out as soon as I heard ran away.
Then it's a good thing Isoro's nothing like you.
I have to admit, that was easier than I expected. You really think we'll be okay?
I'm not sure yet, but Marshall was right. He seems like a good person.
So I guess we're officially rebels now, eh, brother?
Don't get too excited. Your life expectancy just got a lot shorter.
Hey, backwater mercenaries to noble revolutionaries? That's a step up in my book. Pity for the Imperial Army, though. They've officially made enemies with the great Francisco.
Das ist der einzige, was noch keinen Klassenabfahrtzeichen.
So, these are the big, tough rookies everyone can't shut up about, huh? Let me guess. Scouting duty? No, that can't be it. This one's too thick around the middle.
What's your problem?
Easy, Francisco. We can't start a fight just after we've been recruited.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood.
I knew we were short on troops, but I didn't think we were taking in trash like this. The old man's too kind for his own good.
All right, I've heard enough. Say what you want about me, but when you insult my brothers, I can't let that slide.
Ooh, and here I was just getting bored.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, will you please stop giving me that menacing glare?
Get back to the camp. I apologize for the behavior of my soldiers.
Oh, sure. No problem.
I'm sure we'll have a proper introduction later. For now, please excuse me.
Ballastar Fenice, Isoro's nephew. They call him the Blade of Benario.
Where'd you come from?
I was passing by when I smelled the machismo. Thought it best to wait it out.
Good thinking.
What did you mean by Blade of Benario? I've never heard of him.
A nickname my countrymen gave him. They believe he's your nation's greatest warrior. I understand he's the one behind Isoro's recent string of victories. So, Benario's sword, and the sharpest edge in his uncle's arsenal.
I apologize for calling you all here so early. I've received troubling news from Mora.
Lady Esperanza has put in a request for Imperial troops to help pacify local unrest. I believe the intent is to create a rally point for Imperial forces scattered throughout Benario. In addition to the regiment we faced in Portum, it seems the troops who fled Lanetta are also en route.
Time is of the essence. I'd like to send Lady Esperanza my warmest regards as soon as possible.
If the snakes are gathering, there's no sense bandying about. I'll take command.
And bring a swift victory, I expect. But as our battlefront expands, we need to start using you more carefully. You can't win every battle by yourself. Eden, what do you think?
Pardon?
How do you feel about taking the lead on this one?
Pardon me, my lord, but are you really comfortable putting some country bumpkin in?
Afraid I have to agree. They only joined yesterday. I don't think it wise.
The Imperial soldiers they drove from Lanetta are regrouping. I thought Eden might like the chance to finish them off. Ballastar, what are your thoughts on this matter?
Mora is close to Lanetta, similar in size. As a first test of his command, can't get much more fair than that.
Yes, my thinking exactly. I hope you're ready for this, my boy.
Yeah. I mean, yes, sir. Orders received, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir, sir.
I didn't want to oppose you in front of the others, but are you sure about that one?
How old were you when I came back from the war? 8 or so?
Something like that.
When I first saw that boy, he reminded me of you.
How so?
Not sure myself yet. I suppose only time will tell.
Just how much do these people expect from us? Putting this many soldiers under Eden's command.
If you ask me, they're hoping we'll screw up. I'll bet you that rotten what's-her-name had something to do with this.
Chelsea. If you're gonna go around making enemies, you might want to remember their...
I don't believe they'd intentionally set us up to... There must be a reason so many soldiers were entrusted to us when they're already short on recruits.
No matter how much I rack my brain, I can't...
Well, one thing's for certain. You must have made an impression on Isoro.
Great. Just what I needed. More things to worry about.
What's the big deal? You've led us plenty of times. It's just like fighting hellhounds, right?
No. It's completely different. Well, whatever the reason, it's done with. For now, let's just focus on making it back in one piece. We can worry about why people like us so much later.
Hell yeah. Let's give those Imperials a pound.
Oh,
Ah, neue Skills. Dann auf geht's.
The Lady of Mora has a message. The Imperial forces are on their way. Resist.
That doesn't sound... The fact that they're talking to us at all means they're stalling. It would be wise to capture this...
Right. Little dogs only yap when they're... So,
Sorry. Afraid I don't...
No need to plan. All we gotta...
Easier said than... Well, this... Alright, everyone. We'll break through...
Okay. Außenrum können wir nicht, heißt wir müssten das Tor aufbrechen. Na gut, aber das machen wir dann gleich im nächsten Part. Das machen wir im nächsten Part dann. Noch einen schönen Tag und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, ciao.